Everyone, it's Sammy from Sammy's Sweet Life, and we are talking meal planning today, and I'm going to give you guys a good old-fashioned grocery haul video. So I'm going to talk about the stuff up here first, so I can go ahead and put them away, and then everything else we'll talk about. But we are trying to stick to a pretty simplified meal plan. We're going to try to have the same kind of things every week. And so I bought things that reflect that new process. I will talk about that process either in this video or in a following video, and I'll be sure to link it down below if it's a different video. So let's walk through the cold and meat section here. So we ended up getting some of these. I try to do some sort of brunchy thing on Sunday mornings. It's always a lot of breakfasty things, so I like to have some of these every once in a while and just make some hash browns with that. And then we've got some ice cream options. Olivia got a spacer, so I wanted to have some like treat things she can have. Little Good Pops were on sale, so I got these ones. Oranges and cream, just reminds me of orange creamsicles. And then also a strawberry lemonade. I thought those would both be good options for the girls. And then also this pumpkin pie ice cream. I don't remember if we tried this last year or not. If we did, it was forgettable because I don't remember. But we're going to give that a try. Most of the people in the house like pumpkin pie things, so it should be good. And then I got some rainbow trout here. I don't know if this will be one meal or two. I never know with it, but it says like you can grill it for that amount of time. I just stick it in the air fryer, and it's usually about the same time that they say on the grill information there, but we really like that air fried. Sometimes I cover it in breadcrumbs. Sometimes I just leave it plain or add a little bit of teriyaki sauce or salt and pepper and garlic powder. It's just very versatile, and we've been really enjoying fish lately. And then I also got this. I usually don't get a seasoned one, but it sounded good. Korean barbecue seasoned. I've been watching some Korean cooking YouTube channels, and it just sounded really good. I got some Korean spice to make a recipe, but I will use that. I don't know that the kids will like that, so I will probably have a plan B ready for them. But I thought that would be good for Johnny and me. We could have that over salads for lunches and things. It just sounded good. And then this for Stella, she loves these little sausages for breakfast, so that's usually part of her breakfast. Unfortunately, they go in and out of stock. They just happen to have it this week, so I got one. And then we got some chicken wings. We love having chicken wing night. Again, air fryer. You just stick them in until they're nice and crispy and cooked through, and they're amazing. It doesn't take any oil or anything with those. And so I'm gonna put this stuff away, and then we'll talk about the rest of the goodies. Okay, with those things out of the way, I'll go ahead and start talking about everything else. So I did majorly stock up on quite a few things in the background there. When those things run out, I just buy multiples of them so that we always have them on hand. And then I also got lots of salad stuff and a couple of other necessities, but this was kind of a light grocery week, except like fresh things. We were pretty much out of all the fresh things. So let's go ahead and walk through this. String cheese, everybody in the house likes this. We've got quite a few salad toppings. We've got Roma tomatoes, we've got English cucumbers, we've got shredded carrots, we've got peppers. I think the peppers might go in a different recipe this week, taco night too. So I'll chop some of them up for taco night and then chop some of them up just to have raw. And then lots of salad stuff. I ended up going to Trader Joe's, and they have been out of the butter lettuce. I don't know if they're just discontinuing it or they're having supply chain issues or what the deal is, but they have not had it the last few times. So I just ended up getting whatever they had at H-E-B the last few weeks and just dealing with that. I'm almost out of my carrot ginger miso dressing, so I did get ranch to supplement in the meantime until I go back to Trader Joe's. I just love that carrot ginger miso dressing, but this will do in a pinch as well. And Libby likes to dip cucumbers in this, so it works out. But when I was at Trader Joe's picking up things, I did get arugula, and I really liked it. I haven't had arugula in a long time, and it was just like the perfect pepperiness to my salads, and I've been just on a big salad kick ever since having that. So we will have a big salad night with some sort of meat over it, generally like a fish or chicken, and that's like one of our meal plan nights. We may do that twice depending on how much leftover meat we have, but it's mainly like we'll do it one night and then lunch is for me. And then I'll just have this for lunch until it all runs out. That's basically what we've been doing the last couple of weeks. And it's been really nice like that. So that is what a lot of the stuff is. And replenishing salad toppings was a big thing this week. And then as far as like fresh other things, we've got some strawberries. They haven't been looking all that great lately. So I've just been buying one instead of like 2 or 3 or sometimes even 4 when they're really good. And then new to us apples, these are Cosmic Crisp apples. You can see it on there, Cosmic Crisp. We're giving those ones a try because they happen to be on sale this week. And then I got Johnny, his favorite lately has been the Envy apples. I got a couple of jalapenos for taco night. We'll make a recipe with those. And then some peaches back there. They're right at the end of peach season for us, but we've been loving them. So I got a bunch of those. And then broccoli for a side dish one night. And other nights we'll do some frozen veggies. Sometimes maybe a little side salad, but usually I have those for lunches if it's not like the main course. And then back here we've got the crispy jalapenos. We don't use those very much because they're super spicy, so I just do a little sprinkling. And then Johnny and the kids all love the French fried onions, so it'll be a salad topping, also a side for the kids. They'll just have like a little pile of it on their plates sometimes when we're doing salads. And then this is Stella's like #1 favorite snack, these Ritz toasted chips in the original flavor. So when we run out, I stock up. She loves them and she will ask for them every week. Pretty much most snack times, that's the favorite snack. So I stock up. And then we almost ran out of ramen noodles this week, so I just did a big stock up of those too. We'll have those, like if I really don't feel like cooking, we'll do like a ramen bowl with whatever veggies we have on hand, a little bit of teriyaki sauce, a fried egg, and it's like a complete meal and everybody in the house loves that. And I also plan on doing a Korean recipe with these. He had like I'll try to link to it if I can find it. It's like a 15-minute Korean chili recipe. So it's a spicy noodle thing. I was gonna use ramen noodles for it and it called for Korean style red pepper flakes. So you can see that. That's what they had at my store. So hopefully that's good enough. They don't have a whole lot of Korean options at my local HEB, but it's there. So hopefully we can make those. It sounded really good when he was making it. And then lots of protein milks. Johnny and I are both drinking protein shakes. So we have both kinds of this, depending on what powder we mix with it. And we make like a fake Frappuccino, basically. It's really good. We've got the chocolate one, the regular one, and then filling in too. So I'll do like a cup of either one of these, depending on what I'm doing. And then also just fill in the rest with coconut milk or almond milk to make it thin enough to drink easily. But there you go. I prefer coconut milk and Johnny prefers the almond milk. So I had to stock up on all the milks this week. We have nothing in the fridge except one almond milk and it's like at the very end. So I stocked up on all of those. And then just some bread, there's some PB&Js here and there, some tortillas for taco night, and then Buffalo Wild Wing sauce. Our HEB has a few different kinds of the Buffalo Wild Wings version. So I got honey barbecue for Johnny because he's running low, and then buffalo medium for me. I wish they had the hot too. I like both of them mixed together, and so they just have the medium. I get that one. And yeah, they're really good. They're some of my favorite sauces. And that is it. So yeah, since this video is not super duper long, I'll go ahead and talk meal plan and how I'm trying to streamline our meal plan. But this is a pretty typical looking grocery haul. We just stock up on whatever's running low, definitely stock up on milks when they start running low, and then lots of fruits and lately salad stuff. That's not always, but when I get on a salad kick, we have salads until I'm sick of salad. I just go to town on it. So let's go ahead and hop into the meal planning section of this video. Today we are talking meal planning. So I have been really trying to try a lot of new recipes, try crock pot recipes, try instant pot recipes, air fryer recipes, all that stuff. And I got to this point this week where I'm like, I don't want a meal plan. I'm tired of cooking all the new things because inevitably somebody in the house does not appreciate the new food. It's usually a kid and it goes back and forth. Like one kid will love something, one kid will hate something. And I'm just kind of tired of it. I know what they both like. I know what's easy to throw together and have leftovers for those nights. And I'm just tired of being unappreciated with my cooking stuff. And also there have been a few I haven't liked that much too. You know, when you try new things, there's always that chance, and they're definitely more complicated, take up more time, take up energy, like trying to even meal plan and find new recipes that I feel like people are going to agree on. So I ended up laying this like very basic meal plan out. And I may switch a couple of things around as I go, but this is going to be my like skeleton that I'm going to work off of for the next couple of weeks. And I can throw new recipes in here. I made it to be really flexible for week to week, but this is just like a rough outline. So I'm going to talk you through this and talk you through what I plan on doing grocery wise. So I decided not to do like one night's going to be an Asian night, one night's going to be an air fryer night, one night's going to be taco night, one night's going to be a meatless night, something like that. So I mapped it out in a way that it was flexible. I could change things around, but we're not eating too much beef or too much junky stuff. It's planned out in a certain way to where I know we're eating pretty healthy meals most of the time, and then one like splurgy type of meal, generally speaking. So I laid it out like that. I mean, Friday, Saturday being our potentially like more junky type of meals, and then everything else is separate. And the only exception to my thing I just said was I do have a taco night on here, but taco night is a very versatile type of topic. So I wanted to make sure we're having fish at least one night a week. Everybody in the house likes fish, multiple different kinds of fish. We can prep it lots of different ways, and generally speaking, I air fry that, and it's so good. We've really been liking when I order fish, so that is going to be Monday night. It's fish and salad night, so the kids don't eat salad. I'll have some sort of side veggie ready to go for them and make it easy. Like they can just, honestly, they could have baby carrots with whatever we have, so they'll eat like the salad toppings and components of it, like cucumbers and things, but they won't have like a real salad. So I'm thinking he and I will have a real, like legit big bowl of salad and either flake the fish on top or have the fish on the side, that kind of thing. And we've really liked that when we've done that recently. And then everybody loves taco night. It doesn't matter what the meat happens to be for taco night. It can be a beef, it can be chicken, it can be whatever, shrimp tacos, anything. And the kids love the components of it. They don't necessarily love the meat. It really just depends on what meat it is. But I feel like that's a very versatile way that we can have lots of different things, and it doesn't have to be really tacos. It could be fajitas, it could be burritos, enchiladas, whatever. And it's just basically the same kind of components. So I wanted to have that night. And I put it on Tuesday just because Taco Tuesday, but I could definitely flip these things around. And then Wednesday, I plan on having taco leftovers, potentially. And if we don't have taco leftovers, then I'll do some sort of chicken/salad meal. So the leftover salad things we'll try to use up that day. And I also will eat the salad things throughout the week as well as my lunches, which makes it super easy to make lunch. And then if it's a chicken meal, it's going to be the same thing, like a roasted chicken of some sort, either chicken thighs, a whole chicken, that kind of thing. Chicken legs, the kids love chicken drumsticks. That with some sort of rice and some sort of veggie. And I'll show you on the list like how I divvied things out, but that's gonna be an easy one. Like we did chicken last night and it was perfect. So if we do tacos with leftovers, then I'll cook this night. And if we do tacos and chicken night, we'll have leftovers this night. So I'm building in one day of leftovers, and we could do it where, you know, we do tacos and chicken, and then this is leftover night, depending on how our schedule flows. Sometimes Wednesday's a busy day, sometimes Thursday's a busy day. Tuesday's generally an easier day, and even like taco night's a super easy thing. You cook the meat and everything else is pretty much done. I can prep all the other stuff ahead of time except cutting the avocado. And then this one's really easy. Just throw it in the air fryer, have salad components ready to go. So I could totally prep that one ahead of time. I could mostly prep that one ahead of time. The chicken just roasts in the oven. So depending on the schedule, I can roast it ahead of time or roast it that night, depending on, you know, what's going on our schedule. And then Friday night, I'm gonna do either wings and pizza night. So it can be either takeout pizza, homemade pizza. I really wanna start making some pizza. We've done French bread pizzas a couple times and the girls really like that. And Stella loves helping me make it, so that's an option. Also, wing night, we do wings every couple of weeks. That's something the whole family loves. And we'll pair both of those with green beans, most likely, on the schedule. I'll show you. And then Saturday is our usually less busy day. So I am thinking we will do some sort of fancier meat type of dish. Either pork, beef, or seafood. The kids don't really love seafood, but sometimes they do, like crawfish, crab legs, that kind of thing. Like that'll be our main, like more expensive cut of meat, first of all, and then like more intensive cooking. So if it's something I have to cook for longer, that's a great option. But all of these other ones are super easy, super quick type of things, unless I have to like make pizza dough. But everything of these components can totally be done ahead of time for the most part. So that makes weeknight meals a whole lot easier. And then Sunday is always fridge clean out. So if we have leftovers from the week, if we have like just extra components to use in the fridge, I get creative that night. And we have very random meals, but it works out really well to use up stuff in the fridge. So that'll be perfect because this also will probably most likely have some leftovers at least. So we can have that. So for now, the grocery list part of this is the part that's a work in progress. I will write it neater somewhere else, but I was just really trying to map out like everything we're gonna need for this night, everything we're gonna need for this night, etc. And it definitely has flexibility in it because the vegetables for each day can change. I will change the meat up here and various things. So I wrote out in sections, like this is the stuff that we need for salads, just like if we're just having a salad. These are the meats on the schedule every week. And then we've got things for lunches, things for breakfasts. Here's our taco night list. So, you know, when we're having tacos, this is the main stuff. We pretty much have all the same veggies and side items. We also could do rice that night if we want to. We could make it into a taco salad if we want to, but this is like the main outline of having tacos. And then over here, I've got like what we have for chicken night. It's generally some sort of easy veggie that easy sautés or steams, or a bag of frozen veggies with rice and chicken. So that's like the list of things we need for that night. This is wing night information. Pizza night, I don't have anything specifically mapped out for that. I probably should do that. And it would be like choose wing night or pizza night. And then we have pork, beef, seafood. We need one meat. It'll be a frozen veggie, generally speaking, and some sort of carby thing. So bread, naan, rice, some sort of carby side, and then kids snacks. So these are like the main kids snacks we try to always have in the house. And that way it maps out most, if not all, of the groceries that we will buy. I'm really trying to just simple, bare bones this. So I do need to have a little section for pizza. So I need dough, which would involve making it or buying it. Sauce, cheese, pepperoni, jalapenos. That's what Johnny and I like on our pizza. Onions, but onions are already on the list a couple of other places. I did duplicate a few things, but it's like if we are going to have wing night, I need to go down the list, make sure we have all the things. So onion would be on that list as well. We got onions and then also green pepper. Those are the toppings we like on ours. The kids just like cheese. So that like maps out the things that we're gonna need for that night. So yeah, I can walk down the list for each thing and then change it around as needed. If we're gonna have wing night, I can check the wings list. If we're gonna have pizza, I'll check that list. Or if we're doing takeout pizza, I won't check either one of those lists. Same with this, like if I wanna change the tacos around, it will adjust the taco night list. And here I can plan in a new recipe, basically. Like this is ripe to plan in a new recipe. I can change the way I cook whatever meat is involved in this, so that can change as well. Pizza, I would be making my own dough some of the time, so that will be an experience and experiment. And then also fish, like we can change what fish and what preparation we do for that, but that will most likely just be air fried. So this gives us a good outline to like make sure, first of all, that our meals are mostly really at home, whole foods, made at home, mostly from scratch things, lots of veggies tied into a lot of these recipes. And that gives me a good outline to work with every week. And of course, I'm going to tweak it and change it around, but this is what I'm working with. I'm going to try to stick with this for the next month and see how it goes and see how I can tweak it. This is the beginning. This was me thinking and brainstorming last night, like, okay, I do have to meal plan. We're running out of some groceries. I need to order groceries. What can I do to simplify this and have just like a blanket, same thing every week, basically, with still some flexibility built in? Because if I did like meatless Monday, taco Tuesday, you know, soup Wednesday, something, it builds in much a more rigid outline. And I feel like this is much more flexible because I will plan out like a really great week. I'll get sick one of the days or migraine one of the days. It'll throw off the whole week. We'll waste food. Because like one day we're having something out of the freezer. This is built in to where we have these leftover freezer nights built into the schedule. And of course, always like Sunday's a fridge clean out night. That's an easy one. But that way it's all planned out. I'm not cooking every single night, so it builds in leftovers, and also it makes things so much simpler, so I don't have to reinvent the wheel every week. And I feel like for a while I was super gung-ho about making new recipes and trying out a bunch of new things, and now I'm in that blah stage where I'm like, I want to get it done. So this is perfect for those weeks when I just want to get it done, just want to look down the list without having to think too hard about it. I can base meals off of this list in 5 minutes, you know? You're like, oh, okay, pork, let's do schnitzel that night, or we're going to do pork chops that night, or we're going to have crawfish, you know, like make it super easy. There's not a whole lot of choices going on when everything's already outlined, and then it's pretty mindless, like walking down the list, like, oh, we need cucumbers. Oh, we still have tomatoes this week. We need ranch, you know, going down the list and seeing what we're out of. And yeah, trying to just simplify. Like I talked about in my planner videos, one of the main things for my year this year is streamlining and simplifying things. And it is the end of September, and I'm just now like trying to streamline this process a little bit better, but it's getting done. This makes it a lot more mindless and less of an ordeal. Like every time I sit down to meal plan, it takes me a long time. I have to have the computer and the phone and all the things with me to try to plot it out. And one of the things I wanted to do was have like a monthly rotating meal plan, like rotating meals. And I feel like this even simplifies that further, where I can be like, oh, you know what, I really saw this recipe I want to make. I'm going to incorporate it in, but other than that, I'm building from the basic skeleton. That is all I wanted to say about the meal planning. I will definitely have to do some sort of update on this once I have the system going. I will rewrite these lists. Like this was just me chicken scratch writing out the things on here. And this is a Target planner I got a long time ago. I don't know if it says on the sticker what year this was. 2019. So I've had this, I've been using it for meal planning, and I've still got a little ways to go. I don't meal plan every week, especially like there have been a few months recently where I've been sick as a dog with migraine issues. So we have had very simple basic meals those days. And I think since feeling better, I'm like, I'm so gung-ho about cooking all the new recipes. And now I'm back to where I'm like, yeah, let's just make it easy. I just want it to be easy and mindless. So there you go. I've been using this. I'll finish up this and then probably move into a different planner, like an actual planner, and use it as a meal planner, because I have so many good planners to use. And yeah, I don't want to buy a specific meal planner. One thing I do not like about specific meal planners is because this one isn't, by the way, this is just an undated regular old planner, but meal planners will have your meal plan, and that part's great, but then half of the planner is grocery lists. And like, I do not need a paper grocery list every week, and some people do. I'm not knocking that at all. If I go into the store, I do need a paper list for the most part, but I order my groceries online. Like I use an app, so I don't need an actual grocery list. I add things to that list as we run out of things, and then when I sit down to meal plan, I'm having that phone, plugging in everything, and meal planning with just a meal plan. Like that's all I need. I need a weekly spread. I don't want to pay for half of what I need and then waste the other half. So that's just something. I don't want a real meal planner. I just want a weekly spread to write my meals in. Anyway, that's enough rambling. I hope you guys liked this video. Maybe it gave you guys some ideas for trying to simplify. This is just like my brainstorm experiment right now. So I don't know how well it's gonna work and if I'm gonna get really bored with it. I am definitely the person, like if we eat the same meal every Monday and then a same meal every Tuesday, like the whole week, I will get sick of it. I will want to bang my head against the wall. I just do not like that much repetitiveness, but I feel like I built in enough changes. This is flexible. I can add in new recipes. I can still make it fun and exciting for me as the person who cooks it and then also has to eat it. Yeah, I think that's like a main thing for me is like my kids and my husband would all eat the same exact meals every week. No complaints there. Like they know what they like. He literally eats basically the same lunch every day I pack lunch, like for years, like even a decade at this point, maybe longer. We've been together, I think 16 years now. So he's pretty much a creature of habit, especially with food. He doesn't really care. He likes what I cook for the most part, and he won't complain about anything, but I cannot eat another whatever. I cannot eat another chicken leg. Like they would eat chicken legs every single week if I cooked chicken legs every single week, and I would be like, I cannot eat another chicken leg ever again. So I'm definitely trying to plan it to where it's functional. Also, it will work for me personally because I am not a creature of habit. I do not like eating leftovers. I do not like eating the same thing every week. I really like mixing it up. So it's built in some flexibility for me, but also built in some structure to where I know they're gonna like what I'm cooking. I'm like, except maybe one night they might eat something out of the freezer while he and I try something new. I don't know. It's hard when you have a toddler too. They're always so picky. Anyway, hope you guys got something out of this video. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you like planner videos especially. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.